video footages that we just watched are from the Beirut incident which recently happened. Beirut is nothing but the capital city of Lebanon. After 2020 throwing us a lot of tragedies, events, incidents and deaths and suicides at us, this is the most devastating and most damaging incident that ever happened lately. There were a lot of speculations about this incident, and one of the main speculations is that this could be a terrorist attack, and everyone almost believes that it's a terrorist attack because the things we've seen in the past is if there's a blast, it is definitely a terrorist attack. And here I am today to explain you all what is the cause of this explosion or the blast. First things first, this is not a terrorist attack. The cause of this explosion was nothing but a clear ignorance and negligence of the government of Lebanon. The story starts back in 2013. There was a cargo ship set sail from Georgia to Mozambique, and this ship was owned by a businessman named Igor. This ship was carrying about 2,750 tons of ammonium nitrate. This ammonium nitrate is said to be ordered by a South African company, which is an explosive manufacturing company. And the ship had to dock at Beirut as Igor couldn't afford for the tolls. And there's also rumor which says that they had an issue with the engine and it had to be docked for repair. Later it is said that they took a shipment of few heavy machineries onto the ship. And these heavy machineries were stacked on top of the doors of the cargo compartment of the ship. And this led to damage to the doors and the cargo compartment itself, and after an inspection, it was declared that the ship is not fit to sail by the authorities at the dock. Once the Port State Control declared the ship unfit to sail, Igor also went bankrupt at the same time. Due to this, he couldn't repair the ship and abandoned it at the docks of Beirut. The ship was then moved to a hangar in the port by the order of the court. Since then, the custom officials and the officials in the port have been writing to the judges and the government of Lebanon about the dangers of the ammonium nitrate. They also suggested that they could sell the ammonium nitrate or donate it or give it away to the private explosive companies inside Lebanon, or even give it to the military of Lebanon to strengthen their army as well. The government of Lebanon and the corrupt politicians of Lebanon were clearly ignoring these letters from the officials at the port. On 4th August 2020, there was a huge fire that broke out in a warehouse at the port. This fire was initially reported as the fire caused due to firecrackers at the port and in the warehouse. This fire was then followed by a huge explosion due to the ammonium nitrate in the ship. And we all must have watched the video, and even in the beginning of the video we posted a few footages that we could find. And it is clearly noticeable that there was a shockwave that spread due to the explosion. This shockwave was so huge that the impact was felt in Israel, which is 240 kilometers from Beirut. This explosion caused more than 300,000 people to go homeless. And even before this, there was a lot of news coming up about the poverty that's happening in Syria and in Lebanon and inside Beirut as well. Along with the coronavirus pandemic, Lebanon or Syria is also going through a serious economical crisis as well. More than 50% of the country's population are said to be below poverty at this point of time. The people of Lebanon have brought out the fact that the politicians and the government is looting money from the public, and any funds given to the country for the welfare of the people is not directly used for them, instead going into the pockets of the politicians. Whenever any neighboring country or neighboring state for that matter goes through any such crisis or any natural calamities, we help them financially. That's the same exact thing that I would request you guys to do right now as well. So as the people of Lebanon are requesting not to send the money to the government but send it to private NGOs and organizations, I have spent some substantial time and gathered a few information of the trustable sites that we can donate the money to. And I've added those links in the description, and I'm going to be doing my bit to make sure you do yours and donate as much as possible. I'm sure even a single penny counts, because drops of water makes a mighty ocean. So do your bit. With that said, I'm Manish. This is Mr. 6'2". Catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.